lazy, so I haven't been recording. Yeah, I've been lazy, so I haven't been recording. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's enough. Let's get into the show.
Hey, talking to myself. Welcome to the podcast. I know that you gon' feel Dave Sands the second, talking movies and gaming, even anime. Yeah, I might just go Super Saiyan. 242, the Bahamas, we gon' rep. Don't be anxious about nothing. Philippians 4:6. Sharing about my life, sharing about God's truth. Always keep it real when I'm talking to myself. Let's go.
Check 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Talking to Myself. Hey, talking to myself. Welcome to the podcast. Dave Sands, the Zeg, talking movies and gaming, even anime. Yeah, I might just go Super Saiyan 2, 4, to the Bahamas. We gon' rep. Don't be anxious about nothing. Philippians 4 and 6. Okay, sharing about my life, sharing about God's truth. Yeah, always keep it real. We're not talking to myself. With your host with the very most, Dave Sands, Numero Dos. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, if I did put that part at the beginning of the video, I've been lazy, so I haven't been recording. Honestly, that song is kind of a bop. I'm gonna just sing that to myself later. Anywho, it's been a while. And when I say a while, it's been about 9 days. It feels like a long time in podcast years, right? But yeah, man, I haven't been in video making mode. I just haven't felt that. I don't know if it's because maybe the drinking video took a lot of energy. But after that video, I was just like, bro, I feel like I'm done. Like I am donezo. But we're here. And so I'm glad I said, no, I'm going to record this video today because I usually, and you'd see up from my socials, I put it on my socials that episodes coming out this week. And I use that as a way of being accountable for putting out an episode. So here we are. And so, yeah. Welcome back to episode 44, which is 44 in Spanish. It has been so long. I hope everyone is doing extremely well. To the new subscribers, what's going on? We're at, I believe, 87 subscribers, which means we are so close. 13 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, which I don't want to be that guy. I would like to hit it before July 14th, which is my birthday, if you want to know. So, yeah, if you are not subscribed, please click subscribe, like the video, and yeah, I hope you enjoy Talking to Myself podcast. We got a few things to talk about today. I believe the title of this video will be I Won a Race, and so we're going to get into that story. We're also going to get into a little bit of a Q&A that I did last week, so we're going to talk about that, and yeah, we're just going to vibe. We're going to have some fun, and yeah, I think that's what I got to do. I got to make the podcast just a very relaxing and fun time, because if I'm not having fun, well, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, here we go. So we are here. And so the first thing that we normally do for those who are new to the show, we do this little thing called PMS. I look at life in three ways: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. And so yeah, let's jump into it. So physically speaking, well, based on the title of the video, I feel like I am in elite form, even though I don't got the six pack. You know what I'm saying? But I am in physical form right now in terms from a running perspective, which is really good, which again, we're going to talk about. So I don't want to dive too much into that. But physically, I'm feeling good. Mentally, I'm feeling okay. Ups and downs of life as per usual, like, you know, how everyone goes through. But mentally, I'm doing all right. Just going through life. Trying to close out this month strong and go into, in my opinion, the best month of the year, which is July. So yeah, just really been taking my time, just extending grace to myself when I can. And yeah, you know, June's almost over and I can't believe we're halfway in the year, which we need to talk about as well. We'll talk about that. Spiritually, still in Exodus. I need to finish up Exodus. I'm in new territory in Exodus, I believe. I'm in chapter 21. I believe chapter 20 was the 10 Commandments. and then 21 was something else. So yeah, I'm in new territory in Exodus because this is actually like my second time trying to read through because I stopped halfway and like I started from the beginning. So yeah, want to finish Exodus, gotta be consistent. I be lazy. I know it's bad. I gotta be consistent. But yeah, there's 40 chapters in Exodus, and so yeah, I gotta keep it moving because I really want to get into some new stuff. Not sure where I'm gonna go to after Exodus. I don't know what Leviticus is saying, or I could jump New Testament. We'll see how the Spirit leads, and we'll see how I'm feeling where I want to go after Exodus. But yeah, still reading Exodus. So yeah, we move. So that's the PMS for the week. Physically doing pretty well. Mentally, ups and downs of life, but we'll be back on top soon enough. And spiritually, just gotta continue and try and stay consistent as much as I can. But we move. So that's PMS. But yeah, dude, let's talk about some stuff. So like I mentioned earlier, July. We're coming into July, which is not only my birthday month, but also the fact that that's the halfway point of the year. July, August, September, October, November, December. That means there are 6 months left within the year. And the question that I want everyone to think about is like, have we started to, or have we achieved the goals that we set out in January? I personally got a list of my New Year's goals in my phone. I need to double check that, see where I'm at. Am I off? Am I far? Let's see what happens. And then we could go from there. You know what I'm saying? Dude, to think that we're halfway through 2020, I almost said 2023, halfway through 2024 is crazy to me because 2024 just started literally yesterday. But now we're coming into July and I don't remember when summer starts, but I classify July as like, halfway through the summer based like on a school calendar, basically. But yeah, the year is flying by quickly. And before you know it, 2025 will be on the horizon, right? So that's pretty crazy to me. But yeah, have we achieved the goals that we set out? Let's check. And if not, we got to regroup. We got to come back to basics and we got to figure it out because, hey, things got to get achieved. And so even me, I was just like thinking of ways I could restructure and, finish off, the rest of this year strong. But we most certainly and absolutely move, right? So yeah, that is the halfway of the year mark, which is still crazy. What was the other thing I want to talk about? Right. So, as mentioned, I did a little Q&A on my story. And, if you're not following me on Instagram, pop tag right there, follow your boy, where you'll see everything I post because I post cool stuff and fun stuff. And yeah, dude, I did a little bit of, I did a Q&A. Yeah, and I believe the question I asked on a story was just that, what are you most excited about for the summer? Because I like to involve the community in obviously the videos because, well, I can't do this by myself. I mean, I talk to myself because that's the name of the podcast, but people got to be entertained and all that stuff. But yeah, so the question was, what are you most excited for this summer? Or that type of thing. And we got 5 responses, which is awesome. And let's go through them. So the first response is the beach. Okay. Of course, now that I'm biased, right? Because the Bahamas has the most beautiful waters and beaches in the world. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I had the choice between a beach and a pool, I'm choosing pool every time. Frankly, I'm choosing resort every time. Because when you're at a resort, you could go dip in the pool, then you can lay down, and then you can go get some food, get a little bit of a virgin daiquiri, get a little Sprite, and chill. Whereas with the beach, which is also good, the beach kind of hot, the sun kind of hot, the sun beaming down. Whereas when you buy the pool, and you get tired, you can just go back in your room, take a little nap, be in the AC, and kind of keep it moving in that way. You know what I mean? But the beach is a good one. The beach is a good one for the summer. Someone else said, again, question being, what are you most excited about for the summer? Being outside. Yes, we love outside endeavors, within reason. But we like outside endeavors. I hope to also be on outside endeavors, be outside, be with friends, hang out, do some things, and have some fun, have a good time. So yes, we love outside endeavors, and we hope to be outside and have some good, clean fun, and so that's pretty good. Someone else said vacation time and warm weather. Listen to me. Vacation, vacation, vacation. I am also excited for vacation. You know, little trip ski. Y'all see that when that happens. You know, of course, the camera's coming with me. And yeah, actually, I need to plan. I need to plan episodes because what I don't want to do is actually record episodes on vacay because Wi-Fi might not be the best. And the last thing I want to do is go cold for like a week, 2 weeks. I wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna think of some video ideas that I could post while I'm away and have those queued up for y'all, so I can still have some entertainment from the talking to myself podcast. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm very excited for vacation and also the warm weather too. Actually, in the Bahamas, it's been very rainy, like for the last 3 weeks. Maybe that's been throwing me off. I personally, I do not like rain. I don't care what anybody says. Rain is not fun to me. It is dull. The sky is dark. It is wet. It is not fun to me. Yes, it cools down the earth, and I get it that the Bahamas needs to cool down because, golly, it gets hot around here. Because it does. But also the fact that the sun, to me, it just like gives me like some energy. It looks bright, and you want to go run. Like I literally just tried to go for a run today. Started drizzling. I couldn't finish the run, and I was on pace. But anywho, we move. So yeah, I am also ready for the warm weather. Someone else also said vacation, what we mentioned before. We ready for the vacay. We ready for flights, bro. Yo, I'm not sponsored in any way or form. However, if Delta Airlines want to sponsor your boy so I can get some of those Biscoff cookies, we're open for discussions. Hit up my manager. I'm the manager, by the way. I am, right? And so, yeah, I want to be on a plane. I want to get them Biscoff cookies. And then the final response we got is someone talking about this kind of the same thing. Like it kind of summarized everything: travel, sunny beach days, friends and food, watermelon and comforters, etc. I mean, golly, and we gotta speak on the food, ladies and gentlemen, because we gotta eat. We gotta eat. I want fritters. I want watermelon. I want wings. I want fries. I want pizza. I want burgers. I want chicken sandwiches. What else I like? I want guava duff. I want mozzarella sticks. I want Parmesan. Frankly, I want everything that's bad for my body, but I can't eat that in one go because it would not be well. But I agree. I want vacation time. I want amazing time with friends. I want beach days, and I want a lot of food. So yes, I agree, and I agree. And that's basically the Q&A. So thank you all, those who responded to the Q&A. I appreciate it. You guys have helped to continue this episode. And yeah, there of course will be more in the future. And so look out for future Q&As, which we will absolutely do. But now we can talk about kind of the main thing that I want to get into. And that is I want to race. Actually, hold on. We're going to do a quick cut right here. And then I'm going to come back. Okay, great. And we're back. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers. Cause we are the champion. Remember that from Chicken Little? Of the world. Dude. And here it is. I am a champion. If this thing will focus. I don't know if it will focus, dude. Trying to get it to focus now for the video. Yeah, there it is. If you could see it. 5K the J-Way, 5K the J-Way, 20 to 29 male runner, 2022, 20. Golly, that's a lot. Let me slow down. 5K the J-Way for, male runners, 20 through 29 on. And this occurred on June 2nd, 2024. So your boy is a race winner. You know what I'm saying? Look, clap it up. Let me go in the corner real quick. Hold on. Clap it up for your boy. Second place. Let's go. Man, we're going to talk about this run. But yeah, this is what your boy won. Your boy's kind of like a decorated athlete now or whatever. Yeah, so it's, sponsors, if you know, like, sponsor you. Nike, Hoka, Adidas, Pumas. What else is there? I mean, whomever, I'm open for sponsorship now because your boy is going to be competing a lot more. But no. In all seriousness, that was such a fun event. Dude, I haven't run a 5K. Well, I mean, obviously, I was training for this, right? So I ran 5Ks prior to, but I haven't ran like a official 5K in a very long time. I think the last official run I did was actually for I think it was for Reach. Reach is like this a nonprofit organization that helps not deal with, but what's the word I'm looking for? They raise money for autism awareness, right? And so that was the first run that I ever did in terms of like with competition. And that run was much longer than a 5K. That was about 6.8 miles. A 5K is 3.1 miles. Actually, this 5K was because there was like different things in the 5K. It kind of came to like 3.37 miles from what I remember. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it was really good though. It was such an enjoyable experience. So let me tell y'all everything that kind of went into this run for me. And so when I saw this run, or excuse me, when I saw the event being marketed, shout out to J Fitness, real quick. I knew in my mind that I wanted to do it. I knew for a fact that I wanted to. Yeah, it was 3.59 miles. My pace was crazy. I'll give you all race information in a minute. But yeah, when I saw that he was marketing this and like a lot of people were posting it on IG, kind of knew that I wanted to do it, right? Because my competitive nature kicked in. I was just like, I haven't done a 5K in a long time. I want to test my body. And, you know, I do a lot of running solo. So I don't really like train with anybody else. I just do it for obviously my physical and mental health. And that's what I do it for. So I like to test myself to see how good I am at something. And so this 5K was just that. I wanted to see what I could do. And so I think like 2 weeks out, I was just training, right? Got my legs back, got into running, you know, got back into running. So started like doing like 2 miles. And then eventually I did the 5K. I don't remember which day I did the 5K, but let's just say for argument's sake, I did the 5K on the Saturday before, not before, but the week before the race. So that Saturday. And then after that, kept running, did another 5K, I think on Wednesday, just to kind of remind my body what a 5K feels like. And then I was ready to go. So dude, I remember waking up that morning. I think I woke up 4:30. I have some footage. I don't know if I'm going to use that footage, but we'll see. You'll see it on the screen if I do. But I woke up like 4:30. And then obviously got ready because the run actually started at like 6:30. And to be honest, I wanted to leave home like 5:30, 5:40. But I think I ended up leaving home like 5:50 or something like that. Got to like the stadium at like 6:10, 6:15, and they were already starting to warm up. Because what I wanted to do originally, I wanted to do like my normal warm up technique, which is like I do like not like a full-fledged sprint, but like I just do a little bit of running. So like I run down, then run back up, run down, run back up, do a little bit of stretching, and then basically that's me. But by the time I got there, they were already stretching, so I had to make sure I was fully registered, gave my age, all that, so they could register me in the right category. And dude, within like 10, 15 minutes, we were on the line. Again, I will see. I have some footage on the action camera. Might drop some in there. But dude, the pace that we were on out the gate was crazy. I trained for the run at about let's just say like a 14-minute mile pace, right? 14-minute mile. When we started the run, we were running at about a 10-minute pace, which y'all might think that 4 minutes is nothing. It is a lot in running. I experienced it. So it's just like, bro, off rip, my heart rate is already skyrocketing. That thing was probably sitting at like 165, right? And so, of course, I'm going against like these people that obviously could run. They do this for a living. I try to run slow so I don't gas out. But clearly, the next race I'm training for, I got to just gas out and just like train at like a higher in intensity. But anyways, as we came out the gate swinging, so imagine we came to Thompson A. Robinson Stadium. I believe that's the name of the stadium. And so, yeah, we did a one lap there, and then we came out of the gate, and then we just ran around the different stadiums. And mind you, this wasn't like a straight 5K where you just run. No, there were actually obstacles, right? And so some of those obstacles included, like the first obstacle was like doing some burpees. And after that, you run down a little bit, then you jump over like this hay bale. And then after that, you keep running, and then you get to like kind of like an egg and spoon, but actually you just use like a tennis racket and a tennis ball. You like bounce it and then you like walk around. And then after that, you kind of like, there's this thing where you did like, you carry like a sandbag, bro. There were so many different things. Now, mind you, during these parts, I was trying to catch my breath, but my breath was just gone, dude. It was really gone. But I mean, the run was really good. I think that a couple things I have to know on this run. First and foremost, I was low-key competing against a lovely elderly woman because she just had a consistent pace. Like, she was just so consistent. I told her after the run that she's fast. Like, the pace she was going at. In order for me to catch up to her, I basically had to get on an 11-minute pace. And so she was just consistently running at that. So let me explain it to y'all. I get very competitive, extremely competitive, right? My competitive nature kicks in very much so. So what I do during the runs, and even when I train, I do this, right? Let's say, for example, I see someone like walking in front of me or running in front of me. Mentally in my head, they are my target in the sense of like, I'm basically going to run that person down at a certain point, right? And so there were multiple people on this run that I put in my mind to run down. One of them be one of my homies, one of them be someone else, things like that, right? And I do that so, number one, my adrenaline kicks in, but also just so I could have a target like, okay, I know what pace I need to get to. So this elderly woman, God bless her, she's so sweet. I had to run her down. So when I basically got within the last, let's say 0.5, 0.75 miles of the run, I had to kick it in high gear. Because truthfully, I wasn't coming home without hardware. I wasn't. It wasn't going to happen. I had to get something, to be honest with you, right? And so, yeah, I remember I was at that last leg. One of my friends who was volunteering, cheered me on. It was awesome. Shout out to her. But I remember as soon as she cheered me on, I was gone. So I passed the elderly woman, and I saw someone I know, one of the homies, all the way down there. And so I had to run him down, right? And so at that point, I was probably at a 195 beats per minute heart rate, which is very high. But understand, I'm running at a pace I never ran at before, right? But I had to go because something had to get carried home. I was not coming home without something in my hand. I didn't do all this training. I didn't, and I was eating properly. I was like, bro, I didn't do all this to not take something home. So once I called to him, and I kept going again, right? And so I kept running. And then after that, like I said, there were multiple obstacles during this run. It wasn't a normal run. I get to the final obstacle. Now, the final obstacle was, well, actually, there was two. First, you had to do like this army crawl down. So I got down, army crawled under like some rubber bands, like the exercise bands, whatever they were, or whatever it was, crawled under there, got through that. The final obstacle was either two things. You climb over this wall or you do 20 jumping jacks. Now, obviously, well, not obviously, but like when I got to the part where you just climb over this wall, there were multiple people on there already. So I knew that was going to slow me down. So I either had the option to climb over this wall, climb over this wall, or I could do 20 jumping jacks. Your boy know how to do 20 jumping jacks very, very quickly. So I opted into the 20 jumping jacks. So I said, bow, 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 bow. Someone was counting me who was running that area. Got my 20 jumping jacks. And actually, if I could just grab this here, at each area that you completed these different activities, you would get these bands. So there was like, I believe there was like 5 different bands. Let me see if I get this thing to lock in real quick. There we go. So yeah, there were like 5 different bands at the different stations. So once I got that last band, bro, I took off again. After those 20 jumping jacks, I was gone because the stadium was right there. So I'm already gunning. I'm bursting basically back into the stadium. And then people who had finished there was just like, bro, they were like, you gotta go this way. It's like 1 lap. I was like, bet. So again, where we started, we did 1 lap. And then when you come back, you end with a lap. So bro, I was gone. Forget breathing, forget everything else. I was on pure adrenaline. I was not going to lose. I didn't know who was in front of me. I don't know what was going to finish, but I had to gap up some people, respectfully, of course, because everyone was great. Respectfully, because everyone was awesome and amazing. Everyone's so kind. It was great. But competitive nature definitely kicked in. So I remember I was running around the track, and it was just like, bro, no one was behind me. No one was in front of me. It was just me. And so I definitely felt like an Olympian out there, just going, bro, just going for it. And then when I got into like those final 100 meters, I shifted from the inner lane into like the middle lane just for like a little photo finish type thing. And then when I got there, Jay was at the end of the finish line, and he gave me this, because everyone who completed the run received this medal, and so that was awesome. Like, everyone's a winner, right? And then so I remember I finished the run. I was dead tired, but I was so proud that I did it. And then I believe Jay or someone else was like, go to the booth to register, because I got number 27. So I guess I was the 27th runner that finished, maybe. I don't know if that's out of everybody, because that's kind of crazy. I don't know how many people were out there, but there's a lot of people out there. I'm just super saying. So I got number 27. I went to the booth, gave them number 27. They asked for my age. I was like, 27. Kind of coincidence. It's kind of funny. Or I don't believe in coincidences anymore. But yeah, number 27. Gave that to them, and they wrote my name on the second line in that men's category. And I was just like, I wonder if I got podium. Now I knew that I got podium, but just in case there was nothing, I was just like, I got second in my category. And then here we are, second in the category, man. It was so good to get this. And the funny thing about this is, there's a lot of, is nostalgia the right word? There was a lot of meaning. Yeah, that's the word. There was a lot of meaning behind this run. That same stadium that we ran in was the same stadium that I ran in when I was in high school. We would have like our sports days there, and so I'm just making sure I get Thomas A. Robinson National Track and Field Stadium. Yeah. That's the same stadium that we trained in, or excuse me, we had sports day in when I was in high school. And so I remember vividly finishing very much last or seventh in that stadium. And so now to kind of turn around, almost, I guess, let's just call it 10 years later since I ran, because I graduated in 2014. So 10 years later, now not finishing last, but finishing at the top, and podium and finishing second. It was such a beautiful thing, and so I'm so grateful to God for giving me this ability, also for the hard work that I put in. And I was just so grateful, man. I was just like, finally, bro, it was nice. So, dude, it was so good. I had such a phenomenal time. It was so fun. Hoping to do another run this year. I do have a low-key goal at some point in my life to do a marathon. I would love to do the New York Marathon. I'll definitely have to be much more prepared than I am now to do that. But that's something I would like to do, man. Hopefully one day. Hopefully, it all works out. But yeah, your boy is a decorated winner chicken dinner runner. And so it's a blessing to kind of be here. But yeah, dude, that's kind of the story, man. It's awesome. I'm so happy that I was able to complete this goal. And now we could chill and we get into the best month of the year in July, and we'll see what else the Lord brings. I don't know. We keep it moving. But yeah, y'all, that's kind of the end of the episode. Kind of a short one, but just happy to be recording again and kind of be back. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please, drop a like, drop a comment, your fastest run time. Oh yeah, actually, let me say my run time. So I completed that 5K, the fast 5K of my life, at an 11 minute and 39 minute pace. Average cadence average heart rate was 182. That has to come down. I completed 3.59 miles in 41 minutes, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, we move. It was so good. But yeah, y'all, until the next episode, hope y'all good. Hope y'all have a great week, day, weekend, or wherever you're listening to this. Don't forget to check out my other episodes. I'll have some other episodes popping up on the screen there. And as always, and as per usual, I'll see you all later. And as well, we move! Yes, sir! Oh, woo! See y'all later. Woo!